Ah, good times.
Huh. Oh, God, what is that in reference to? Oh, it's something obvious.
Woohoo! Crispy. Oh, I outgrew that body anyway. Trying to tell me something, Bats? I'm not dead. I've never been so alive.
Oh, that cool painting's gone. No name on it. Alright, I promise I won't read them all, but just kind of interested, alright? This is pretty freaky cool, though.
Oh, wait a minute. This isn't my grave. Oh, no, it's too small. It's all overgrown. Where's the head? It's, oh, right. I get it. They forgot about me. Very funny, Bats. But it's not gonna happen. You know, some jokes can be in bad taste.
I mean, I presume this is kind of like Batman fighting back at the alter ego Joker. Trying to demoralize him out or psych him out in some bizarre ass way.
See, old boy, you want the death of me?
I'm the death of your statue, but yeah. I knew something was gonna happen when we turned around. Yep. Harley, no! Ha! There. Excuse me, chair. Trying to see my thing. In loving memory of the Joker. Joker's wake. Thanks for all the laughs. Aww.
Harley? You call this a wake? Where is everybody? Oh, forgot to send the invites, didn't you? I know what you're trying to do, Bats. You and your toxin. You think this scares me? Harley, stop your sobbing and wrestle me up awake. Harley! Harley!
So yeah, basically the fear toxin is now working on Joker because Joker's the dominant personality instead of working on Batman. Oh, I can't shoot Harley. Actually, it's probably for the best. Damn it, chairs. This is why nobody's here. You blocked the entrance off.
Me, Vicky Vale.
And me, Glenn Woodburn.
Oh, Glenn. Today marks the 1-year anniversary of the Joker's death. Any thoughts on the occasion?
Sorry, who?
The Joker? You remember?
The question mark guy. He's dead?
No, not him.
Sorry, Vic, you gotta help me out.
The question mark guy.
It doesn't matter. Let's forget about him and move on.
Yes, let's forget about him and move on.
In other news, a museum dedicated to Batman and his arch-nemesis, the Penguin, opened on Bleak Island today.
Oh, you think that's scary, Bats? When I get out of here, I'll write my name in blood on every street corner. I'll carve it on every corpse. I'll... No one's forgetting me! No. How do I get out of here?
Stupid Vicky Vale. What does she know?
Where you?
Harley Quinn and Riddler expecting first child? What the fuck? No, get that shit out of here. You could do way better, Harley.
Out.
Screw your bat legs. It's goddamn
I'll find you.
weeping bat angels. That
Show your face.
fast right to shoot him in the legs. Oh, there's 2 Batmans. There's 3, because there's one behind me.
Out of ideas, bats?
I need a faster shotgun. Can I upgrade it with my bat points? Non-bat points. Shit. You should have dreamed up a damn bazooka or some shit. This thing ain't doing the job. Alright, am I supposed to be still doing this? Fucking owning these fucking Batmans, though. They ain't shit. Whoa. Ah, I hit Y to counter. I want to be the Joker. Batman's so boring. And he won't do what has to be done.
So long, bats. Hell of a ride, but I'm getting off. Oh, you know, you almost had me scared back there. Me? What have I got to be afraid of?
You're afraid of being ashes. You're afraid of being forgotten. And you will be forgotten, Joker.
Probably not.
Because of me.
Damn it. Cock block.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
God, please. Environmental takedown, yes. Yes! Look at that combo.
No, bats, wait! No, please! No!
Goodbye, Joker.
No, Bruce! Don't leave me! Please! I need you.
Do you understand, Gotham? You have no savior. No more hope. No more Batman. I've won.
I'm not afraid, Crane.
Impossible. Without fear, life is meaningless.
Ha, yep. I did say Nightwing, right?
What's wrong? Scared?
No.
Ooh, I want that skin.
He's strong. He's going to be okay.
Look after him, Jim. Look after them all. You've been a good friend. The best I could ask for.
Minus tonight, maybe.
You were there at the beginning. And now, you get to see how it ends.
Best gift you've brought us all night.
I can't believe he showed up.
So Bruce Wayne, huh? If it's all the same to you, I'll stick to Batman.
No, no.
You sound scared, Crane. Get used to it.
The whole world knows. What now?
Prepare the Nightfall Protocol.
Are you sure?
There's no other way, Alfred.
It needs voice confirmation.
Martha.
Very good, Master Bruce. You can be sure your instructions will be followed. The Batwing is on its way to the rendezvous point.
Nice. Story Plus available for main menu. Alright, what else?
Control, this is Falcon 5. I'm seeing a riot in progress. Cauldron District, over.
I'm just waiting to see what else it says. Did we get any other levels? I'll go do it in just a second. Okay. So yeah, please tell me I said something about it being Arkham Knight / you know who. Because it's so obvious that that's who it was when he said this following me. Did I really forget about him already? Never mind. Forget it. We'll never know. Come on. I saw it for like a second. Hello?
It's confirmed. Rioters spotted in the cauldron.
The fuck?
Falcon 5 out.
It says climb down, but I'm pretty sure that's not what we want to do. There we go. The fuck? That was weird.
It's done. Gotham is safe.
For the next 24
Thank you,
hours or so.
Bruce, for everything.
Goodbye, Jim.
All units be advised. The major threats have been eliminated. It's time to roll out and take our city back.
This is Vicky Vale for GCN reporting live outside Wayne Manor, following the dramatic unmasking of billionaire playboy Bruce Wayne. That's him! Are you still rolling?
Are you sure you want to do this, Master Bruce?
I've got to. It's the only way to protect them.
Very well.
We just saw Bruce Wayne, now known to be the masked vigilante Batman, enter his home, refusing to come.
Its only way to protect them is giant chunks of concrete and building fly into the crowds, killing dozens.
This is how it happened. This is how the Batman died. A friend once told me that criminals are a cowardly and superstitious lot. That the only way to beat them was to give them something to be scared of. I understand now. As his world grew darker, so did ours. When his war ended, our lives could begin again. He set us free to live, to love. There was an inquest, of course. Hundreds of suspects. Who killed Bruce Wayne?
No, he's not dead.
I guess we'll never know for sure. So what's next? Criminals are a cowardly and superstitious lot. What happens when they have nothing to be scared of? Who will protect Gotham now that the Batman is dead?
Hey. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Help me!
No one's coming, lady. Take his wallet. Hey, freak! Maybe you missed the news! Batman's dead!
That look don't scare us no more.
What the hell?
The hell? Okay, I don't understand that very last part, how that happened or what that was about. Yeah, all right. Woo! Finally beat it. Holy cow. So this is normally where I do my mini review. I know I say this all the time, but I'm seriously considering doing a full review of this game because there's so much competing things, but I'll consider that. Overall, the combat, if you've played the other Arkham games, is going to be very familiar. It's still very fun. I like it a lot. It's not quite perfect. It can be a little confusing with all the button combinations, but I find it really, really fun. I really enjoy the combat a lot. It's rewarding when you're getting these high combos, and when you do figure out how to mix up your abilities, like using your grappling gun and do the the claw and takedown and the electricity and all this other stuff. It comes together really well. It just feels very good. Obviously, there's parts of it that look ridiculously unrealistic, How it's cool is showing stuff from the other games. That's pretty neat. But overall, I like it a lot. I like the combat a lot. There's a good variety of enemies too. I think they maybe could have ramped it up a little bit faster with difficulty of enemies. That's fine. I've played the other games too, so of course they have to plan for folks who haven't. So that's fine. But I do like the variety of enemies. You got your normal thugs. The guys with the weapons don't really pose any kind of real threat like the standard, you know, bats and pipes and stuff. But like the knives, you have to dodge those differently if you want to take full advantage of that. You've got the guys with the shields, you've got the electricity guys, you got the guys who revive other ones, you got the bigger dudes. I like the enemy variety. I think that adds some good fun to it. I also enjoy that a lot of the missions, both story...
So I'm home in the asylum, ever alone.
What the hell?
In the asylum. No, don't leave me, I cried. Now I'm locked deep inside his subconscious, trapped forever. Look who's laughing now. I was the clown, prince of crime. He was the next in line. I was him, and he was me. Oh, what a joker he could be.
Man, that just shows how much the villains and the character models change so much between the games.
No one's laughing now. I'm stuck in his head and not laughing. I'd be better off dead, and I'm not laughing. I begged and I pled, but he stopped me laughing. If you only knew the things I do for you. I was the ace of names. He was my king of spades. What a pair! Suits clashed in style. It could have worked. This joker's wild. Oh, I felt so flushed together. Look who's laughing now. I'm stuck in his head and not laughing. I'd be better off dead, and I'm not laughing. Take Robin instead. Then I'd be laughing. I'm finished. Done. I'm through.
That painting also looks familiar.
All because of you. It was my fun.
There's Arkham City.
Always leave them wanting more. But before the curtain call, make sure you try and slay 'em all. Nothing good can last forever. No one's laughing now.
Oh, poor Joker.
In his head and not laughing. I'd be better off dead, and I'm not laughing. I begged and I pled, but he stopped me laughing. Oh, what can I do? So near yet far from you.
Oh god, that shark part. So is he still gonna keep going, or is he just gonna keep crying? Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna continue my thing while he just cries. But yeah, the variety of enemies was good. I really like going through the missions. Like, some of them you would try to take out guys as stealthily as possible, or take as many out stealthily as you could. Some you just went in and kicked some ass. I also like the setup, setting things up ahead of time, or even kind of during, where, like, for example, you disable their weapons, or prime like a ammo thing, so that if they go to go get it, it blows up. And also setting up kind of chains of events, like taking one guy out, laying down a plastic explosive, a medic comes and you've sabotaged him so he blows up, and then another guy comes and you blow up the bat thing. That part was really cool. I love the setup of that. I like the characters, like the voice acting is really good. As always, Mark Hamill's Joker is ridiculously good. Also, the Batman was really good, whose name just slipped my damn mind. I swear to God, I should know who that is. But his name slips my mind right at the second. But he's great. All of them were really good, I think. Would have liked to see a little bit more Harley, but it's understandable, I guess, that you don't. She had big parts in the last two, so that's fine. But yeah, story-wise, I think the game was great. Like, the ending was really trippy. In some ways, like in good ways, like it was just really weird. And then other ways, kind of like I didn't quite know what was going on, especially the very end part. That didn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't know what that was about. But yeah, there's a very last part of Arkham City. But yeah, I thought the story was fantastic. The whole thing with Joker being in your head and just popping up all over the place, I thought that was awesome. Like, and just the dialogue, his dialogue, the things he would say, you know, and the fact that Batman like just tries to ignore him the entire time. I thought all of that was really, really cool. Like I say, and some of the mind trippy stuff, like where Robin, you think he puts you in the cell, but then you warp back, and that was all just you think he was about to put you in the cell, so you push him. I don't know. Like, all that was really cool, really well done. Like I said, story-wise, I think by far this is my favorite one. Not even close. I like how they're not showing pictures of Arkham Origins. Though, to be fair, I guess they didn't make the game, so it's a little different. But the upgrade system, I like that it's shared between characters now. You don't have to spend points to upgrade Catwoman, or, you know, whoever else you might play. It just auto shares with whoever you happen to be playing at the time. Obviously, you play Batman the vast majority of the time, but it was a nice break. See, again, look how much Poison Ivy changed. I think overall, most of the characters look better. I'm not crazy about Harley's new look, but everybody else, I think, ended up looking better for the most part. Ivy had kind of a weird face, though. But then again, she is like a plant woman, so... but yeah, you know, the whole Arkham Knight, like, I feel like they made Batman a little overly stupid on that one. Given a lot of the things that the Arkham Knight was saying and the stuff that he knew, it was pretty obvious that it was somebody close to Batman that knew secrets. Like, he knew about Barbara, he knew about the clock tower and all this other stuff. But he was still kind of going on about investigating people at the asylum. I don't think realistically that would have ever gotten past him. You could argue that he was in denial that it was somebody that was that close to him, but I don't really think he would have. It wasn't a big deal, but it was still kind of silly. Wow, looking really rough there. Traversing the city, I love like flying around the city. And especially like flying around looking for stuff, just floating over, listening to the guys' conversations, just dropping in on them out of nowhere and like seeing them shit themselves. Stuff like that really made you feel like Batman. You really started to understand their fear, especially those missions where you would like tag the vehicle and fly away, and but be watching them as they're like, oh, I think we've lost them, and you drop down on them. I love that kind of stuff. That definitely made me feel very Batman-esque. So overall, with like all of that, I would say it was the best Batman in the series. However, the Batmobile, I'm not going to say ruined the game. The Batmobile seriously hurt this game very badly. Just driving around the city, like using it to get around and occasional missions, is fine. But there was way too much stuff that used the Batmobile. Like Riddler. Like, why is the Riddler setting up like race tracks for you? That doesn't make any goddamn sense at all. Like that's not really his bag. I mean, it just doesn't make any damn sense. And it's just so obvious that they developed the Batmobile, and somebody somewhere said, we're going to make sure this is going to be an important part of the thing because we're putting this much time into it. We're going to really make the player use it a lot. And it just felt so forced. It was so bad. And it just wasn't fun to play. Like when I'm playing a game like this, I want to play Batman. I want to be investigating crime scenes and sneaking up and taking out bad guys in a fist fight and floating over the city and, you know, using my gadgets to thwart the bad guys. I don't want to be like doing tank battles, like, or racing through these ridiculous obstacle courses and shit like that. It's like, again, on occasion, like a couple of races, fine. Like total races, like 3 or 4 races total in the entire game. All right, fine. That's fine. 3 or 4 massive tank battles. Okay, fine. But it was just way overdone. Way too much Batmobile. And it feels like I'm harping on it, but it needs to be underlined and circled and highlighted how badly the Batmobile just brought down the entire experience of the game. Every time it became obvious that you were going to have to use the Batmobile, or the game just flat out said it, I just groaned. I just kind of like subconsciously slumped. Like, oh God, I've got to use the Batmobile again. Again, if it was once in a while, fine, but we were just forced to use it way too much. The one of the other major negatives is the Riddler trophies. Now, 100 Riddler trophies would have been good. That's a substantial amount. Take out all the ones where the trophy's just sitting out to pick up. Take all that crap out. Take all the ones out about racing and all that crap. Leave in the ones where you either have to solve the riddle, or you have to solve the puzzle to get the piece out, like all the little various puzzles you had to do. Those were fun. Like, those were interesting. But 100 would have been fine. 150 would have been all right. But you're really starting to push it. I feel like 150 is too much. 200 is like, okay, this is just ridiculous. This is too many Riddler things to get, period. 243, which I think is the total, that is asinine. Who in the fuck thought 243 Riddler trophies was a good idea? That's insane. Now, you could argue it's like, well, you don't have to do all of those. Those are side content. They're optional. You don't have to do it. You can skip it. First of all, I'm going to tell you that, I'm going to argue that side content should be fun. It shouldn't feel like a chore. And I mean, obviously, not everybody's going to necessarily feel like it was a chore, but I've heard a lot of people complain about the ridiculous number of trophies to get that you have to get total. And so it's not just me. I think there's a lot of people who feel that way. It's just way too many. The other part of that is you have to do that to see like the full ending. I'm presuming that normally this game ends when you put the scarecrow away and you end up in the top of the building. The night, because I know the Nightfall protocol, I did read that that's what triggers after you've got 100%. And of course, I got 100% the second I beat the game because I'd already gotten all the trophies and did all the other side stuff. So I'm presuming that if you go back and like if you haven't done all the trophies, you can do those, and then it'll give you the Nightfall thing. But so if you want to see the best ending, you need to get all of that. And I don't have problems with having to do extra stuff to see the best ending or whatever, but it should be interesting and it shouldn't be ridiculously excessive. And the Riddler trophies were absolutely excessive. Like the mines, the towers, the road stops, the what's his face, the Crusader type guy, all of those were great. Like they were relatively short. The firefighters were relatively short. Hey, there's the Arkham Knight team. All of those were great. And the Riddler trophies, again, would have been fine at like 100, 150 maybe. But they went way overboard on the Riddler trophies. But those two things in particular, and also the PC release. Now, I was very lucky in that I did not run into a lot of problems with the PC version. It doesn't run as well as it should. But I've got a pretty powerful card, so for the most part, I was keeping 60 frames a second. But I know a lot of people have serious problems. I had crashes on the map sometimes, but for the most part, it was fine. The release was so bad that Warner Brothers took it off of Steam and GOG, I believe, so that they could fix it. So that's really, really shitty, too, that they released in such a piss-poor state. So, honestly, to kind of wrap up my review, the Batmobile, the excessive Riddler trophies, and the PC problems, honestly, that takes this game, which should have been the best in the series, and when I speak of the trilogy, I'm talking Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham City, and Batman Arkham Knight. It puts it at the end, because the Batmobile alone was that bad. The Batmobile alone was that bad. Again, it wasn't using it when at the beginning, when you're using it a little bit, it's like, oh, okay, this is pretty fun. But over and over and over and over and over and over again was just too much. I want to play Batman, not a racing game, not a tank game. But overall, score-wise, out of 10, where a 5 is like a mediocre game, has about as much good as bad, and a 10 is a perfect, which doesn't exist, and 1 would be pretty much an unplayable game. Honestly, number-wise, initially, I'd say about a 6.5 or a 7. Again, without the Batmobile, or without such ridiculous use of the Batmobile, and with a more reasonable number of trophies, and without a botched PC release, probably be on about an 8.5, maybe even a 9. Because the parts of this, that's what kills me about this game. The parts of this game that I enjoy, the combat, the exploration, flying around Gotham City, the story, the lore, all of that was absolutely fantastic. I absolutely loved those parts. But then on the other side, you had the Batmobile, the ridiculous number of Riddler trophies, the performance issues. That really, I hate that. Like it was nails on a chalkboard bad. Those parts were. So it's like it was more good than bad, but the bad really, really drags this game down. Price-wise for PC, I would say don't buy this game. It's actually hard to find it for PC. Don't buy it. Once they get their problems fixed. Price, I would say if you are okay with skipping all the side, like a lot of the side content, which forces you to use the Batmobile, especially the damn, like, how many? There's like 15-ish AR challenges that require the use of the Batmobile. If you're okay with skipping stuff like that and skipping a lot of the side stuff, like the Riddler races that force you to use the Batmobile, or if you feel like, hey, you know what? I don't think I would hate the Batmobile that much. I think I might enjoy that part, or at least be neutral to it. If you're going to skip it, or you don't think you'd mind, I'd say full price for this game. Obviously, there's tons of content. It's a hell of a lot of fun to play. It really does make you feel like the Batman. If you are like me and want to complete it and spend a lot of time with it, or at least experience the last game in the series from Rocksteady, 35 to 40 once they get all the PC stuff fixed. I still, like I say, the parts that are good are so good you should experience it, but just prepare for some frustration with the Batmobile stuff. Anyway, let's see if I click a button here. We should also get New Game Plus, which obviously I'm not going to go through that. But I'm still missing, because there should be 6 more stars available, but it says I only have 63. I might have to look into that. Oh, I should have a new Batman suit too, I think. I should have wait. Oh, I guess one is like untouched. Wait a minute. See, I thought it was supposed to unlock like the classic skin. Oh, no. Never mind. That's from like some PS4 thing. But yeah, so again, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to stop harping about it. I started to go into my rant again, but thank you guys for watching. Kudos to anyone who watched this entire thing, because this series has to be super ridiculously long with all the Riddler trophies and stuff. Props to you who have watched it. Make sure to leave comments. Let me know what you thought of this entire series if you watched the whole darn thing. Follow me on Twitter, and I will see you next time.